Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is Sunday and we've decided to come out for a walk. I've got all my woolies on because it's been raining and it's a bit cold, so I've got my nice hat on and my alpaca scarf, and we're out for a walk. So yeah, it's been a lovely walk. There's so much awesome colour around at the moment, it's beautiful. And I'll just turn you around. Let me see if you can see the view. Camera's still upside down, there you go. So yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway, my husband's gone up ahead of me and we're just making our way up the road, and we're just about to go back. We've just reached the halfway point. It's about an hour and a half walk, and we've just reached the halfway point. So I hope you're all enjoying my podcast for this weekend, and you're getting lots of inspiration out of it. And if I find any more views, I'll show you them before I get home. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on because my husband's waiting for me, and I'll see you when I get home. So I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, we've made it back from our walk, and I hope you've enjoyed some of the footage that I put in. It was a beautiful walk today. It was a beautiful day. There was lots of gorgeous autumn colours. The sun did come out, and it's a walk I've not done, even though it's right on my doorstep. It's a walk I haven't done for about 6 months. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a beautiful walk, some beautiful views. We did get wet at one point, but thankfully my husband took the big umbrella with him. He wasn't too sure about me taking footage of his new hat, but I think he looks rather good in his new hat. So yeah, I'm glad I took some footage of that for you to show you it in use. I'm back out in my workshop. As you can see, I've got my weaving loom behind me. I've got my drum carder behind me as well. I think it's just here, and I've been having a play. I bought a tin whistle last year, one of these, and I learnt a few basic notes and it gave me a lot of enjoyment. It's a bit like playing a recorder, except you haven't got the hole on the back, and I can only play a few basic notes and a few basic songs. But I did buy myself a low D whistle last year, so I need to root it out. I haven't played anything for ages because I wanted to play hymns and things like that, but it's very difficult to find music, hymns for tin whistles. So I've got this Irish whistle book, this one, and it's a Walton's tin whistle. So I've just been playing that this evening. I've played a few songs. Don't know whether you'll recognise them. But there was one called Tell Me Ma, On Top of Old Smoky, I can play that, the Sally Gardens, the Wild Rover, what was the other one I was doing? Oh, Wayfaring Stranger, and Mary's Wedding, that Kaylee one, that the step we gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Over hills, up and down, myrtle green and bracken brown, past the shieling through the town, oh for Mary's wedding. Red her cheeks as rowans are, bright her eyes as any star. Fairest o' them all by far is my darling Mary. Plenty herring, plenty meal, plenty peat to fill her creel, plenty bonny banes as weal. That's the toast for Mary. And then it goes on, step we gaily, on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. I love that song. It just reminds me of times gone by, of like an ancient sort of world of crofters and young women dancing down the street as they're getting married. And yeah, it's just, I've been up to Harris and Skye and Uist, and I can just picture the women in those croft houses just playing to that tune and dancing as they've on their wedding day. So yeah, I like that song. It's a good song. I can normally play Morning Has Broken, but could I remember the tune? Nah, I couldn't. So I'm in a learning mood this evening. So what I've done is I've routed my sample triangle loom out that I made myself. I made this last year, and I can weave small triangles on it, but what I thought I'd do was I'd do a couple of triangles to get the hang of what I want to do, and stitch them together and make a shawl. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to practice with that, because I have got a 6 foot wide triangle loom. But you know, I just, for the last sort of few days, especially since COVID, I've not been able to retain anything on how to do something. I go to do something that I've done before and my brain just goes dead. I just can't remember what I'm doing. So I thought, well, I'll practice on this one. Whether you can see it. I'll practice on this and then translate it onto the 6 foot loom. I've also got one of these looms, and it comes with one of these. Now I haven't got a clue how to use one of these, and what I realise is I sell these in my shop, in my Etsy shop, in a smaller version in my natural dye kits, and I don't know how to use it. And one of my customers asked me the other day, how do you use the loom? And I was like, I don't know. I had to point her to YouTube videos. So I thought, I need to learn how to use it. So I've routed it out, and what I thought I'd do was weave some cafetiere covers and put them in my Etsy shop. So that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to learn how to use this loom here, because as I say, I've got smaller versions. Where have I put them? Oh, do you know, I can't find anything in here. I have loads of small looms. Just a sec, I'll just have a root under the bench. Oh, here we are. They're under here. These are the peg looms that I make, and I have these in my Etsy shop as well. And I love using these because I can use these for weaving my rugs. I've got a big metre long one I need to get finished, which I've made myself, and yeah, these are great. I think this is an 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is an 18 peg loom, 50 centimetres long. But these are the looms that I put in my kits. These ones go in my natural dye weaving kits, and it's just basically a smaller version of this one. See, it's just a smaller version of that. Now I need to know how to use them, don't I? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I bought this on Facebook, the weaving marketplace. So yeah, I thought take this in and learn how to use it, because I'm sure there's a knack to it. I know you weave underneath, and then you weave out, you thread it, warp it over the top, and then this little bar is supposed to twist round and push the threads up and push the threads down. So yeah, I need to learn how to use that. So that's my challenge this week. I'm going to learn one thing each day this week. Oh, I've also got this as well that my mother-in-law's lent me. to learn how to use. As you can see, I've got a lot to learn. It's a knitting machine for knitting in the round. Now I did have a go at her flat when I was there, when she lent it to me earlier in the summer, and I couldn't get the knack of it. I've got a full size knitting machine there, and try as I might, I can't get it to knit. So I'm hoping I'll have a bit more joy with this one. So this is a 48 stitch. Now she had the same problem, she couldn't get it to work either. I think she got it to work a couple of times, but to no avail. So yeah, that's another one, and if I can get that working, then maybe I'll try the full size one, because what I want to do is I want to make my own sock blanks and then dye them and put them in my shop, and that was the intention I had when I bought when I got the full size knitting machine. I got that given to me, and it's got the ribber attachment and everything on it. So I swapped it actually for a bar of chocolate and a bottle of wine. So yeah, I need to learn how to use it, because I'd like to make my own jumpers and things as well. But yeah, I think if I can get this one to work, I can make my own sock blanks. And I've got cones of yarn, and I bought, I think I bought Wensleydale, Blueface Leicester, I've got Swaledale, what else did I get? I got Welsh Mountain. I've got different breeds, and I thought I'd make sock blanks and see how I got on with dyeing them, and then put them in my shop. So yeah, as I say, I've got loads of ideas. I just need to get round to doing it all. But yeah, natural dye weaving kits are in my shop if you want them for Christmas. And I've got my peg looms in my shop if you want them for Christmas. So yeah, I'm just having a potter. This is Sunday evening, and I'm just having a potter, and now I'm going to go in and do some weaving and try and get my rigid heddle loom finished, because I've had a weaving project on there now for about 2 years, and I want to make a dress with the fabric that I've woven. I've done a couple of videos. There's a video of an about me video, and I think there was a podcast I did as well. Which one was it now? Do you know, I can't remember. Oh, I remember. It was the make a felted rug in the washing machine, and in that video I showed the weave that I was doing, and the warp is jute, 100% jute, and the weft is Jacob sheep, 100% Jacob sheep that I've taken from fibre off a sheep fleece. I'll get that and I'll show you. It's this fleece here, and there's the brown colour and the white colour, and then I've blended them on my drum carder to make the yarn, and then the yarn is an Aran weight-ish, between a sport weight and an Aran weight, and then I've woven it with this jute on my weaving loom, and I think the loom is a 24-inch loom, I think 24 or 26. It's the Kromsky middle-sized loom. I've got the 48-inch as well, and I'm going to make myself a dress with it. That's the idea. I've woven 6 meters of fabric so far, and the idea was that I would make myself a dress, like a tabard dress with just no sleeves, straightforward dress and pockets. So that was my idea with that. I should have enough to do 2 pieces at the front and 2 pieces at the back and join them together, but it needs washing as well. It'll need finishing off, and I know it's going to have a shrinkage. I don't know how much shrinkage it has. I think it's about a third. So if I have 48 on the front and 48 on the back, that should be plenty. But we shall see. We'll see how it goes. That's inches, by the way, not centimetres. So yeah, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to get on with my weaving. I've got a task to learn something each day. I've got my knitting machine, I've got my weaving loom, my bigger one than that, and my triangle loom, and my whistle, my tin whistle. So yeah, plenty to be getting on with, but I think it's about time that I learned all these things properly. So yeah, anyway, I'm going back in now, and last Vlogtober tomorrow. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after that. I'm going to have a think of what I'm going to do in November. So anyway, I'm going in now. I'm starting to waffle because I'm tired. And the clock's going back has confused me completely, and I don't know where I'm up to. So yeah, I'm going in now, and I will see you tomorrow morning for my last Vlogtober. I feel quite sad about it, really. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, whatever you're doing, and enjoy my latest knitting podcast. So bye for now. Bye.